Giovanni McCaffery, and I'm really excited this time. And this is Isabela Bykova. And I met Isabela about 2 years ago when I saw her work at the quilt show here. And I just loved her work. And we're going to take a look at some of her work. This quilt that we have here, what is the name of this quilt?
It's called The 13th Night Serenade by Mozart. On this work you can see the house where she's living in St. Petersburg. That is her window.
Is this an apartment or do you live in the whole building?
The house is much bigger, but it doesn't fit the whole work.
So who are these down here?
Boutique, yes. Here is a boutique of underdressing so clothes, and here are models.
Бутик. Называется «Дикая орхидея».
A boutique. Looks like maybe a cafe.
Yes, it's really a cafe and restaurant, and it's very popular in prostitutes and gays. Yeah, but it's very nice.
And I see there's a lovely young woman holding a baby.
When she was working on this quilt, she thought that when you are a woman, you can have two ways of life, like a woman with a baby or like in a cafe.
What are these figures here?
So when she was working on this quilt, she was listening in Mozart, the 13th Serenade, and here is this mystic orchestra that is playing, so this music becomes only in night. So this work is very famous because she made this work 4 times, because it's very, very popular.
You should make posters.
Yes, she's making it.
Faster. And so what is going on in here?
So there's the view from her window, not absolutely the similar. Of course she decorated it a bit, but that's a mystic period in St. Petersburg. It's white nights in June.
Right, and white nights were when the sun is shining all the time.
Yes, and the air is brightening like phosphor.
Да, возникает таинственное состояние.
Yes, it's something mystic in the air.
Оживают скульптуры.
Yes, and all monuments become alive.
Все светится.
And I think they're having some fun down here. Are they dancing?
She doesn't know what they are doing because it's secret even for her.
Oh.
It's something
yes,
mysterious.
It's in the shadows.
Sometimes in November, when she awakening from her sleep, there is a mysterious few minutes when a night is finished, but morning is not yet. When the sun is coming up, but moon is not sleeping yet.
Yes.
So became the period when sun and the moon are visible, and her dreams are flying away.
Oh. I love your work. Are these sheer fabrics?
It's their thin silk.
Thin silk. Oh, look at the beautiful figure in this one. This one is called Frosty Morning.
Also the view from the window. It was a fantastic period in October when it was snowing, but the flowers were still blooming. Yes, and all snow was pink because the sun just going up. And when she saw this, she started to run to her cabinet, her studio, and started to cut the silk to paint it immediately. And this period was just 15 minutes, and then she was waiting 1 month to repeat this sense.
So you created this by looking at it and then going to the fabric, no photograph.
No photograph.
Когда делаешь работу,
when you're making a work, you have to see, to be impressed with it, and to think about it. Sometimes it takes 2 years.
Now this was a word I can't pronounce. What is this one?
There are no such equivalent in English word. It's, for example, a daughter of Santa Claus. We have an old legend about it. In Slavonic legends, it's daughter of Santa of winter and the spring. This young lady, she's a virgin and she's very cold and she doesn't know any love. And when love coming to her, she's warmed, yes, and she's disappearing and spring coming. So this man, he is in love with this girl, and he was running after her the whole night. He was looking for her, and he was looking for her in the forest. And the old ancient god of the forest in Russian legends, he was showing him the shapes of her
in the trees here.
Yes, Yes, and that's why you can see. For him, it's night. He can see her shapes here, but
In the water, in the
water.
reflection.
Yeah.
So this is the quilt on the cover, and is this in an opera house or a concert?
And so it's like an image of the theater.
It's and the theater, but of the audience.
Yeah,
Yes. And so here's a close-up.
it's the generation
Золотая
next.
молодежь.
They don't like the theater?
Им не нравится театр.
Are they sleeping?
So young, they spят, they
Они спят, ну,
didn't
как
sleep at
все
night,
молодые, они
so
ночью
they're
проводят.
tired.
Oh my goodness. And why is there a rat on his head?
Почему здесь some people from non-formal culture,
Right?
they are carrying some rats with them and so on their shoulders. So sometimes it
pet?
Yes, as a
As a
pet.
pet, okay.
Sometimes you can see them in Subur.
Okay, so is this another image from the cover quilt?
Да, это нефть.
Yeah?
That's an oil.
Noil.
Oil.
Эмираты.
It's
Oh, the oil
from-
industry,
Yes,
right?
from Emirates.
And here,
As
oh,
this.
are they on a date? He loves her.
That's the story about an old man and young woman.
Мои
Or
друзья-
maybe he doesn't love her, he just wants her.
Может быть, when her friends are looking into this theater, they are starting to choose which one man they do like, and they are choosing this one and this one because this one is very sensible, and this one because he's very rich.
Right. We should get a combination. I love this quilt, Isabella. I remember seeing this quilt with you 2 years ago, and you were so cute. I just love this. Tell me about this piece here that is called banya.
Ну, это
That's
конкретно
their
наша
own
баня.
sauna.
Their own sauna. It looks far away from the apartment.
It's we call it dacha. It's like the house outside of this city.
Vacation home?
Yes, vacation
Weekend
home. Yes.
home? And
Зимой.
who is sitting here in the
Кто
sauna?
здесь сидит?
Это мой муж и
Husband
я.
and she.
Did he pose for you?
Он позировал для вас?
Ну, я его и так хорошо знаю.
No, because she knows him very well.
Tell me, this one is called Winter Dream in the Summer Garden.
In St. Petersburg there is a garden. It's very old and historic, and it's called Summer Garden. In this park you can find Italian monuments, and for the winter they are wearing some boxes, wooden boxes on them. So winter is very mysterious time for her, the snow and the air, and when she's looking at this wooden box on the monument, she's thinking that something happening inside. That is her favorite monument. It's called Night. Well, she dreamed that at night these gods of the air, sylphs, they are coming to these monuments and making some faces for them and playing games around them.
Now, let's talk about this piece here. Is this one of your newest pieces?
And she saw this one work in a dream.
And I have to say that you must be really excited because this is one of the top 8 quilts that are here in the exhibit. And that is so exciting to be one of the best.
Да, я очень рада.
Yes, she's very happy about that.
Very excited. So tell me about the quilt itself, what it means.
Скажите, frankly speaking, she doesn't know what it means differently. But when she saw it in a dream, she saw the tower on the earth. It was really huge, and it was 100 kilometers in diameter. It was enormously high, and it was enormously high.
Enormously high, yes.
Enormously high, and it was all populated with people. So people on the first floor, it's like a big civilization. So they are in contact with the earth. For example, the second floor, they know about earth. They're in contact with it still. And then higher, then less they know about the earth. And when the level is upper than the clouds, so they don't know that there is the earth. So then higher the civilization is living, then it's older. So, for example, in the level of stratosphere, where is no air and the sun is so dying, and that's very specific civilization. They're wearing their own white dresses, and they don't know that they're not alone. They think that nobody living downstairs and nobody's living upstairs. They think that they're just alone in the world. And in her dream, she was still going up, and when she realized that the tower is endless, it can go to the cosmos.
Yeah?
So the tower is going up to the cosmos, and everywhere are civilizations.
Your work is very deep. There is so much thought in them and so much detail and stories.
It's a great pleasure for her to work on these quilts.
Isabela, I absolutely adore your work, and I hope someday to get to see more of these in person. And I thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you very much, because she had a pleasure to speak with you.
Yes. And thank you all for joining me, and I hope you've really enjoyed a peek at a quilter in another part of the world. Thanks so much for being with me. I hope you'll come back next month.